House of Wellness, the show for people who are sick of health and wellness being so serious. I'm Mel Doyle, here with a man who never takes anything too seriously, Shane Crawford.
Thank you. How good's having an audience?
How fantastically fun.
This is a show about wellness, but it's the fun side. So if you've got a treadmill at home, we want you to use the treadmill more like a clothesline rather than actually use the treadmill.
That's what most of us do, don't we? There are so many reasons to hang out with us in the House of Wellness tonight.
We'll help you deal with attachment issues to devices, not relationships.
Fitness expert Sam Wood is going to swing by with his tips on how to transform your body without leaving the house.
We prove that age is just a number. How
Don't
big is your...
ask,
okay,
never.
Right.
We're going to find out if swearing can actually help reduce pain.
Yeah. I bet the censors are looking forward to that one.
Clearly, this is night time.
Sorry about that.
Hey, don't forget to all series, we are giving away a lucky viewer and a friend have the chance to spend 3 nights in a luxury hotel and then 7 nights cruising through the Norwegian fjords on a very special wellbeing journey. Business class flights,
yeah,
I know. Woo. All thanks to Tripadil. It's actually valued at $40,000. All you've got to do is keep watching for a code word. It will appear on the screen.
Well, I'm so pumped for that. I'm prepared. So I've already picked out my traditional Norwegian outfit. Oh, actually, I don't really speak Norwegian, but this is how I'm going to rock and roll. Or do you wear it like this? I'm not sure. How do you...
Oh, that works. You know you can't win, don't you? Sorry.
No, OK, right.
Yeah, you keep the hat.
Be great to have horns, wouldn't it? No, OK.
Like the hat.
Okay.
All right. Hey, keep watching. We'll have the code word on screen and then you can enter
Yes.
via our website. There it is, House of Wellness. All the info that you need, and you and a friend could be setting sail, and Crawford might even lend you his hat.
I've always wanted to host a show wearing this.
Doctor is in the house. Keep the applause going, Dr. Andrew. Our very favourite doctor. Nice to see
Goodness,
you.
you are my very favourite Mel.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Are you a real doctor? No comment?
You are going to break it all down. Or the entire charade of my entire career will come apart.
No, you're my favourite.
No.
Today.
This is a big love fest. This is very exciting to be here in the House of Wellness. I started on TV renovating and I'm a doctor, so this is kind of the coming together of...
The house
and the wellness.
I love that.
I love it.
You're also big into fitness, and I know that because I follow you on socials.
Oh, hello. Doctor of fitness, that is.
Yeah.
Or what
this
is it?
is gratuitous.
Doctor of abs.
Well, this is your credibility. Look at you.
Oh, that's
Clearly
a
know you
reflection
know what you're
shot
talking
after
about.
you've pumped some iron there.
No,
yeah?
I think, Crawford, what I'm more concerned about here is if we're looking at these shots, I don't actually know they're being taken. So, Mel, how did you get these photos?
I'm never going to give away my secrets.
You guys are laughing. I'm being serious.
No, you must love your fitness, though, which is great to see. Yeah.
I've always enjoyed fitness. I mean, you're a professional athlete. There's something that you get out of physically pushing yourself.
So what about fads then? I'd love to ask you both about fitness fads.
Yes,
so
let's do
one
it.
of them at the moment is exercise stacking, which is where you combine multiple gym exercises. Have a look at this guy.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Me. I mean, there's something to be said about...
No, there's no benefit in that, surely.
Well, there is. I mean,
You're going to get injuries.
Poor. He's doing 2 things at once there.
Yes, multitasking.
So many things could go wrong.
Yeah, no, that's
But don't you
3
just
seconds from a disaster.
I enjoy that. Like, OK,
Really?
don't do it at home, people. I'm meant to be the doctor here. Don't do that at home. Yes, there is a risk of injury. But don't you just enjoy, like, flicking through socials now, seeing people trying to one-up each other on the ridiculousness of fitness?
Until it all goes horribly wrong. But is there any benefit to that? Like, if exercise stacking, I mean, clearly in other forms it's been around forever.
Yeah, pancake stacking. With a couple, well, it depends how many you have. If you have 3 or 4, you've got to go double ice cream. And lots of, maybe
Double
Canadian
maple
maple syrup. I think that's the finest for me.
Yeah, we're starting to figure out why you was a professional.
You can't go wrong.
I want to ask both of you then, because you know how everyone knows there's a lot of classic gym types, aren't there?
There is.
So let's find out what these 2 boys are.
Well, we were in the gym together this morning.
Were we?
Well, we were close to being in the gym
asleep
together.
in the corner.
So we'll be able to tell. We'll be able to tell who's who here, Crawford, because
All
I got
right.
a look at you in the gym this morning.
I've got 3 you can confess. The first one is the grunter. Basically lifts 2 kilograms. Sounds like you're birthing a car.
Was that?
Well, do you know what? As I've gotten older, I find that I grunt and moan and make all these weird noises all the time. and that's just putting my shoes on. So I don't deliberately mean to grunt at the gym.
Well, I'm glad. Well, because you were in the corner making some odd noises and I just
Okay. Now, neither of you are this, but maybe one day. The ripped old guy, the 80-year-old guy who puts everybody else to shame.
I don't think you're 80. How old are you? 70, 60? What the hell?
No, I am actually 80. This is what fitness does for you.
No, he's a ripped old man. A very beautiful...
Stop with the old guy.
Oh, you're not that old? No.
I reckon I'm younger than you.
Or the gymfluencers, they're the ones who film everything. They spend 45 minutes setting up the camera and then 5 minutes working out.
That's how you get those pensive looks in the, me posing. I'm that guy. No, I'm not. No. I like to train by myself, being stalked on by you, Mel Doyle. That's what I enjoy.
Now, next time you're at the gym and you're going to use the treadmill, make sure you get someone to help you with the settings, or this might happen. Here we go.
No.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
It's the best.
You know what that's called? That's called the stack, dack and crack.
What about myths? I'd love you to debunk any myths.
Yep.
So there is one that's been floating around for a long time, that when you lift weights, it stunts your growth.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah, well, you started very
Why
early,
are you
didn't
looking
you?
at me like... I did. I started very early, and yes, I'm a small person. I'm only 6'2".
Yeah, no. That came out because the idea is that when you lift weights, when you're growing, you've got growth plates on your bones, and they thought they could press the growth plates.
Hang on, sorry.
Which would stop you from growing.
You've just triggered something.
Growth plates.
Look at
You said growth plates.
Tall man streaking off.
So is it true, though, or it's not?
No, it's not true. It doesn't happen.
I saw this guy out the back.
Oh, here he
As
is.
soon as you said growth plates, I thought, what on earth and where are the growth plates?
Where do you keep this man?
He was out the back.
hiding out the back.
He has his own dressing room.
He's going to be a part of the show this year.
Growth plates.
And we've asked our audience for suggested names.
As a young man.
He doesn't have a name. We need a name for this one.
Yeah, we've had some suggestions. Lanky Spanky.
Taylor.
Napoleon Bones Apart. Bony Tony.
Right.
Boney Malone.
Boney Dancer.
My
That's
ex.
my favourite.
Who said my ex?
Oh, no.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
I like that one.
Let's go with Bon Jovi.
Growth plates, guys. Let's
sorry.
put a bit of science into the House of Wellness.
That is a leg, and that's a foot.
Long bones, that's usually where your epiphyseal plates are.
Never heard of that word.
But
So
he's
joints.
fully grown now. Oh, I've said he, but I did want you
he?
to figure out whether it was a male or a female. Can you tell whether this is a male or a female? Anyone? What gives it away?
Did you say he? Well...
That's the coccyx bone.
Which everyone has?
Yes.
Yes, there you go. See, I know what I'm talking
Anything
about.
else that gives it away?
There's no hair?
There is no hair.
The audience
Pelvis.
yelled out.
Somebody yelled out the pelvis. That is a male pelvis. What I want you to do, Crawford, is see whether you can get your head through that pelvis and you'll figure it out. Guarantee it's not going to work.
Don't try.
No. I'll try that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hang on, did we get an answer? Does weightlifting stunt your growth?
No, it does not stunt your growth.
All right.
Unless you're Shane Crawford.
Yes,
Thank you for setting that record
I've never
straight.
lifted weights in my life.
Love it. Thank you, Dr. Andrew Rochford.
There you guys, thank you.
Lots more on the way. We are going to discover the benefits of ice baths. We're going to jump in the deep end with a 96-year-old swimmer, and Yvie Jones is going to let the dogs out. See you soon in the House of Wellness. This show is all about getting on the road to wellness, but don't feel guilty if you get a little bit lost along the way.
No, I've never felt guilty. Don't worry about that. Although...
You've got a wife and 4 kids.
Well, that's
Don't you
it,
have
yes.
moments of guilt?
I always feel very guilty, but I'm guilty of probably being on this way too much, the phone. Yes. Are you guilty of that too?
I do
The
it
answer
a lot,
is
but
correct.
I do put it down. I do crack it and leave it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your screen time?
My screen time
Like, can you
is...
check
Hang
your
on
screen
here.
time,
There
please?
you go. Look at that. Oh, that's me last week.
5 hours? It's quite a bit.
Actually, that's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's your screen time?
I'm not going to tell you. Experts reckon that anything more than 4 hours a day is actually an addiction.
Do you know what? I think sometimes the experts don't really know.
Do you know who does, though? Archie Thompson. He hit the streets to find out how much Aussies are spending glued to their phones.
Well, I'm going to put you on the spot. I want to look at how much time you spend on your phone.
No problem. Go for your life.
Mate, you've got 3 hours and 46 minutes. That's not too bad.
Oh, okay.
My daily average is actually 4 hours and 46 minutes.
My average is around 5 hours.
Probably about 4 hours a day. Is that a lot? I don't know if that's a lot.
Well, we've stopped a few people and 4 hours seems to be the average.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
It's usually about 7, my daily average.
So screen time, and you put Oh, my Lord.
Is that bad?
8.5 hours and it's not even, what, like, it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
12 hours.
12 hours?
Yes.
Are you addicted to your phones?
Yes, very much so.
I'd say you can have your phone, your laptop, your iPad, and a TV all up at the same time.
You've done that.
Yeah.
You need to detox.
Yeah.
That is a lot going on. Thank you, Archie. Can't wait for Archie too to join us here on the couch next week. But here to help us scroll through screen addiction is digital wellbeing expert Dr. Joe Orlando. Hi, Joe. Hello.
Hi, Joe.
Hello.
Now, the question, I spoke to the audience earlier, and all they wanted to know, phones on the throne. Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's taking their phones to the toilet?
Big first question everyone wants to know. Do you know latest research shows that over 50% of us take our phone
No way.
to scroll on the throne?
Really?
So if you're doing it, and don't tell me if you do, you're not alone.
I definitely do. What else do you do if you go to the toilet and you don't have your phone?
Yeah, no, I know. It's a good question, isn't it? Just taking those few minutes just to reflect on life, you know, solve the problems of the world. But now, every kind of moment that we've got spare, we whip out our phone and we start scrolling.
Glad you
one of
said
the
phone
biggest
when you said whip
changes.
the phone out. I'm like, where is this going?
Mind is really wild.
Welcome to working with me, Mel.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
So it's a bit of mindfulness, really, when you think about it, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've actually, what's really interesting is we think we're addicted to our phone, but what we're actually kind of obsessed with is the content on our phone and the stimulation it gives us, like the kick it gives us. So problematic phone use is one of the biggest new wellness issues of our era.
How do we all stack up with the average? Like Archie chatting to people out in the street with their numbers, is that fairly standard? And are we getting worse?
You know, on average, we pick up our phone 76 times a day. So every waking hour, we're picking up our phone around 5 times, and who knows how long we're on there. And that is a really regular kind of mainstream stat. So yeah, we absolutely are getting worse. More pickups and more time on there. We want that content.
Do you just go cold turkey, shut it down?
No, we don't.
No, you don't.
What a digital detox is, it's all about rewiring our brain. You know, we want to kick some kind of habit, and a lot of us hate that zombie scrolling. You know, when you're just sitting there and scrolling, you're not really achieving anything. So if we try to go cold turkey and think, all right, I'm never going to do that again, it's the least effective way of doing it. What we want to do is just take small steps. So I kind of call it like a nudge theory, you know, you're just kind of nudging yourself in the right direction. Picking what content you actually want to stop scrolling, when you do it, and then that's your first step, just little steps.
But everything's on there. I use it to check the time. I use it to see pictures of my dog when I'm missing her. Like, it's your camera. Like, it's your whole life, isn't it? It's on the phone.
That's right. That's why going cold turkey just doesn't work, because it is your whole life, and a lot of us actually work on our phone too.
Yeah.
So we can't stop there. So rather than thinking of it as I'm just not going to spend the whole weekend on my phone, think of what you don't want to do on there, that bad habit that you just want to get rid of. It might be like waiting in line for coffee and, you know, you always whip out your phone, start scrolling, and you just hate doing it. Focus on that one little thing, and what you need to do is just replace it with something better, or just leave your phone back at your desk a couple of minutes away.
Talk to your friend.
I tell you what I do hate, though, is when this appears on my phone. Like, what on earth do you do? Am I the only one? You're like, I don't want to hang up on everybody. Which button do I press?
Oh, no, you always get it wrong, don't you?
Totally. Too many options, so,
Can we go to the bedroom now? Because
I've
got...
we're really going everywhere.
Actually, that didn't come out right, did it?
Toilet, bedroom.
No, but is it true that people are getting intimate, but whilst being intimate, they're reaching for their phone? Is that true? Is it true with the surveys? I'm getting a bit foamy in the mouth. I don't really know how to talk about this. I'm asking for some friends. No, is it true?
You know, it does. And you know what the stats are? About 10% of people reach for their phone mid-sex.
Did you say 10%?
Mid-snuggling. About 10%. But what's worse is about 70% of that 10% do it regularly.
What are you looking at? Like, I want to know, what are you actually looking at?
It's funny, you know, if there's a lull in the day, we reach for their phone. So if we apply that to snuggling, if there's a lull in the snuggle, we reach for our phone. And it doesn't mean when a notification comes, although does it matter?
I think that's a notification in itself, to be really honest, if that's happening. All right, that's a whole other issue.
Why did you look at me then?
I just was meant to glance that way. Dr. Joe, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Really good tips. Thank you. looks like and friends. Can you introduce us to the team?
This is my Bonnie, well, a Bonnie, and this is Playboy. Because of course he is.
He's talking about me. Not talking about the dog.
He is loving you.
Yeah, that's Playboys, no Playboys.
Yeah, that's it. They stick together.
So, Evie, now the dogs,
They're just
especially Playboy,
Okay,
Have you
have an
seen
unusual face and
Have you
a
seen a
different look
breed
about
like
it.
this very often? They're not
I'm talking about the dog,
common
not the dog.
dog.
What is he?
This is a Brussels Griffin. And did you know, very interesting about the Brussels Griffin, can you see his face? He looks a little familiar. George Lucas saw one of these in the 70s and was so enamoured with it that he was like, I need to make characters on it. So that's how he drew the Chewbacca and the Ewok.
Right. Oh, there you go.
From meeting a Brussels Griffin.
So is he treated like an A-lister? Does he have a rider? Does he have a trailer? Does he drink his own,
yes,
cappuccinos?
He drinks He had one. Look, I got the cameraman to follow us around earlier. Bonnie got one first because she's a lady. And she got up and she was like, I'll have one of those.
Did she pay wave?
And she did. Well, she poor waved.
Oh.
She poor waved.
What's that called? It's called a what?
It's called a puppuccino. It's not with real milk, like cows. It's cow's milk, but it's lactose-free because dogs are not good with lactose.
Yeah, I know that as well because I'm not the Bondi vet. Sorry.
Cappuccino, I'd give a puppuccino a go. If we had one right here, I would have a
sprinkled
crack.
on top, though, because clearly it's not chocolate.
No, it's not. Dogs can't have chocolate.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Right.
But
Again, I know that.
It's just crumbled dog treats.
Yes.
But I've actually made one for you.
No, you have not.
I have.
Especially
I
the
popped it in the
dog
fridge.
treats on
Go and
top.
have a look. Go and have a
In the
look.
fridge.
I'm getting stitched up
We
on
paid
this
a
show.
lot of money
Seriously?
for this fridge.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a real kitchen.
It's
this
a
is
real
pretty good.
kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Go and have a look. There's a
It's so clean you could
cappuccino.
almost do
Goodness
some
me.
surgery in here, isn't it? All right.
We can do that. I can.
It's a magic fridge.
It's a magic fridge.
What is that? What's that noise?
That's it.
Oh, no, there's two.
That's where God lives.
Two?
I was only joking.
Oh, you are greedy.
No, you obviously got two.
One is for Dr. Roch.
Oh, yeah, there you go, Doctor.
really?
Doc Roch.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do
go
understand.
first. You
This
go
is
first.
All right.
Well, this is.
What is it? What sort of milk?
I think
What's
this is them
actually-
telling us we need to be wormed.
All right.
Shane.
What's on top? What did you say is on
It's
top?
just dog treats. Just dog treats.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Just crushed dog treats.
Well, I'm going to let you both gently sip on that and see what you think.
That's different. I'll tell you that. It's different. It's got a
What's
sort of
your eyes
livery.
closed?
Yeah.
Did that help?
See if he likes
I
it.
don't like dog
Do you
biscuits.
want to try some of
No,
that?
but it's a really good health choice.
Do the
Sharing
dogs.
it.
Wait,
That's
sorry.
where I went wrong. Sorry.
Okay.
Bonnie, do you
Bonnie
want to
can
try
enjoy
something?
that.
Goodness me.
I'm going to introduce you right now to the most remarkable human being. Joy Davis is 96 years young. She swims 20 laps every single morning and has done so for almost 50 years. Take a look.
I'm Joy Davis and I'm 96 years old. I live in Portland in a unit with 21 steps overlooking the ocean. Well, I've had quite a busy life, let's put it that way. I've got 15 kids, 41 grandchildren and 32 great-grandchildren. My youngest great-grandchild is 2 weeks old. A really good little fella. Because you've got to have a calm mother to have a calm baby, don't you? I used to run a printing business. I had a column in the paper called Mrs. Everyday, and I used to write for mothers and bringing up kids, you know, because I thought I had a pretty good handle on it. I was about 6, I think, when I first started to swim. I just always loved being in the water. I was Mayor of Portland in 1977 and I actually opened the pool. I've been swimming in the Portland pool ever since it opened, at least 5 times a week. Do 20 laps in the big pool. I do all my thinking in there, plan my days. You're not really supposed to jump, but I just take a flying leap. Yeah, I like it to put. really love backstroke, but I go all over the place. I can't go straight. After I had my 90th birthday, I might make people envious here, but I got a gold ticket. I can go as many times as I like, just walk in.
Mum's a bit of a local legend at the pool. Had so many people just coming up to me saying how amazing my mum is to be swimming at that age.
She's a very determined lady. She's the matriarch of the family.
Biggest thing Mum's taught me is to not say that you can't do something, that if you've got the will to do it and you can do it, if you set your mind to it. I definitely think Mum will be swimming till she's 100. As long as she's breathing, she'll be swimming in that pool Monday to Friday.
There's different things that Cairo tells me, move your shoulder around. I said, well, I do that in the water every day, you know, when I'm swimming. My body feels freer in the water. It just feels like I'm sliding through the water beautifully. Yeah.
Isn't she the best? I love Joy. We will be meeting so many inspirational people over the series, although mum of 15 kids, I reckon she's just getting in the water for some peace and quiet.
Oh, peace and quiet. And what about
Isn't
school
she
drop-off?
fabulous?
How would you go for school drop-off or doing their lunches?
Yes.
Dropping them off at the pool.
How you going there, Doctor? You going all right?
Someone got...
He's absolutely Playboy's having the best night of his life.
Look at that.
So cute.
Drink responsibly, people. Drink responsibly.
Hey, still to come, Josh Pitterman puts the shrinkage theory to the test. And if you haven't seen our Tripadil code word yet, then keep your eyes peeled. And if you want more House of Wellness, check out Wellness Australia right across socials for behind the scenes and more. Catch you back in the House of Wellness. Panellists stacking. Sam Wood is in the house. Hi, welcome.
Looking amazing, Sam. Now, Sam, you were the Bachelor. You now have 4 kids.
10 years ago, that was.
Oh, wow.
10 years ago.
You look amazing, you know. Not like the doc, who looks a bit old, but...
might be fun.
No, so you were the Bachelor. You've got 4 kids now.
I do, 4 beautiful girls.
You've never had a dad bod. How did you avoid that?
I go up and down a little bit, but try and do enough to stay on top of it.
Moderation
it's
is
about doing
the
a little
key.
bit.
Yep.
Progress, not perfection, is what I say.
Okay. Is there a guilty pleasure that you have? Because we're all about balance and, you know, wellness has to have a little bit of guilt-freeness.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love a beer and a glass of red, and with little kids, it's often, especially this time of year, ice cream's pretty much... Most nights we have a little treat. Yeah,
Good.
it's all about moderation, and if you move your body, puppuccino. Someone's had a few too many protein shakes and might be farting. Actually,
I tell you.
I think it's the doc.
I think you do.
Definitely the dog.
It's definitely. I think you do have a few guilty pleasures. You love getting your gear off online. We've got some amazing pictures of you here.
What a stitch up!
Look out! This is incredible. In Brooklyn, over in the States.
I don't quite look like that right now.
Here's you on a bike. Look at those ribs. They are showing. That is magnificent. And you went down to the supermarket, to the veggie shop, and you come back in the nude. What is going on there? There's no meat in that box. What's going on there?
You got to have your fruit and veggies.
Oh, my God.
No more comment.
There's quite a theme in this show, guys. I want to point that out.
There is, isn't there?
And I'm OK with that.
Yes.
I'm OK with that. I feel like I've had a bit of a hot flush from
I think your
menopause.
torso is allergic to fabric, but we're going to look after you on behalf of Mel and the rest of the team. We've decided to buy you something. So there you go.
What have you
on
got
behalf
for
of
me?
the House of Wellness.
Yep,
Enjoy.
House of Wellness. It's a
Hold that up. There you go. Other way. Other way.
There we go. There we go.
That is hot.
Keep you warm in winter.
We really need a nipple counter in the corner of the show. How many nipples?
Hot flashes.
Speaking of hot flushes, though, you've got a new program for menopausal women.
Oh, do you?
We do. We do. My 28 program, which is my at-home fitness and nutrition program. We've just launched a 12-week menopause program with a menopause expert, and it's already become very popular.
Great.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well done.
Nice. And what about can you give us some exercises for people that are at home watching? And obviously we all want to do things in, I don't know, short amounts of time, maybe not necessarily leaving the house. So we thought maybe each week we might get you to give us a little gem of an exercise that we can do.
During the ad breaks, of course.
Yeah, Evie and I were chatting earlier.
Yeah.
We were thinking maybe, like, tuck shop arms.
I was going to say, which body part do you want?
Yeah,
you want
we thought that.
triceps.
Yes.
Triceps, so that toning up the back of those arms. Look, you can do it literally where you're sitting. So anyone at home, you can join in. If you bend your knees, it's a bit easier. And if you straighten your legs, it gets harder. Or if you really want to make it hard, put your feet up on another chair or couch.
How many would you say?
Elbows. Well, as many as you can, but if you can try for 20 and then maybe do that every ad break, you're going to tone and strengthen the back of the arms, your triceps.
I could smash out 300 of them.
I reckon 20 is good. 20 for 20 over 20 days.
Yeah, one a day.
One a day.
No, I'd smash out 100
Really?
during an ad break.
Would you? All right, big guy.
Still got
What
it,
about the
Croft?
two of you down here in the mosh pit?
What?
And I'm going to, I think, a challenge, don't you think? What do you
Put
think?
your money where your mouth is.
Push-ups, maybe?
Yeah.
Push-ups?
Yeah,
All right.
push-ups.
Go in and push up.
Yes, Sam.
Come on then, mate. Let's go.
You're going to do a push-up challenge.
Shirts off.
So you boys have got 20 seconds. Whoever can do the most
What are we
in
doing?
20 seconds.
Yeah, whoever
20
can
seconds. All right, here we go.
I'm going to keep counting, you guys.
Okay, oh my God. And you know, exercise stacking.
Yeah.
Come on.
Puppy dogs. Puppy dogs.
Go on, Croft.
Come on.
Does anyone have any idea who won? Or should I just...
No.
I'll try one.
Definitely Crawford.
Yeah, give it to Croft.
Yeah, we'll give it to him. We'll give it to him.
Love it. Hey, Sam, can you give us a gem each week that we can do at home? We'll play it.
What was
we'll
on my back?
exercise, and we'll do that each week too.
Done. Different exercise coming every week
Love
for the
it.
House of Wellness.
All right, you have a seat. We're going to take a quick break, and then we are going to find out about cold showers. Not as creepy as it sounds. Just popped up on the couch. We're now joined by Josh King. So good to see you. Yay.
Thanks so much for having me. Great to be here.
You had to get Bonnie to move down a little bit, but
Bonnie's
that's
beautiful
okay.
where
She
she is.
loves you dearly, clearly. Josh is going to be sent out into the wide world. He's going to look at things that make us happier and healthier as humans. You're a triple threat, though. You can sing and dance and act.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very much looking forward to meeting lots of people, but I have a confession to make that I can't dance.
No.
Really?
No, I'm what you call in the musical theatre biz a singer, actor, mover. So a double threat and a bit is all I can attest to. It doesn't really have the same ring to it.
I reckon your moving's way better than all of us put together, so I'm quite okay with that.
Hey, Josh, now I just want to ask, you've studied musical theatre, you've performed all around the world. I was wondering, how did it feel for you when you saw Crawford do Joseph in the amazing coloured Technicolor coat and made it the most mediocre Technicoloured coat you've ever seen in your life musical? I mean, wait, I've got something. Have a look. This is
Nailed it.
Touching.
Absolutely nailed it.
I'd really like to know what you think of this.
It's a singer, actor, mover. Lots of people came and saw it. That's the most important thing. Putting musical theatre on the map. Thanks, Crawford.
We also got 2 more onto the nipple count as well.
That's right.
We love the nipple.
I thought you looked great and did great.
Thank you.
Still got the gold skirt?
No, I got fired. Anyway,
Moving on. We've been talking about all different fitness fads. I know that you're a fan of the ice bath.
Yeah, I've been going regularly for years.
What does it do? Apart from if you're an athlete and you just played a game and you've got to hop in the...
No. Well, there's lots of benefits. Muscle recovery, joint health. It boosts our immunity. But there was a recent study done by the National Institute of Health, very reputable organisation in the States, that said cold water immersion at 14 degrees, so not really that cold, up to neck height for a few minutes, boosts dopamine by 250%. So that's our feel-good hormone for 2 hours. So if you're feeling a bit shitty, jump into the cold, you'll be bouncing around the room in no time. It's amazing.
Or you could just pat a dog and that will do it 3 times the amount. Am I right?
Did you go today?
I actually did go today. I'm no stranger to a little bit of shrinkage. So I went today and I can attest to the fact that the shrinkage is temporary, people.
What's your advice for people like me who want to do... Not me, actually, for my friends. Asking for friends. What would you like getting into it?
Yeah, I mean, unless you're an athlete, I just wouldn't jump in willy-nilly because it's going to be a really, really rude shock.
Yeah. What are you saying about Yvie? You're an athlete.
Oh,
In
yeah,
my mind, you're an athlete.
You can jump in willy-nilly, but I think people need to sort of gradually build their exposure to it. Just so they don't have that fight or flight response. So the mind, body and the breath can be calm in that feeling of adversity. So it's best to start, I always say, start with a 10-second cold shower and then build up to about 2 minutes. And that's exactly what our 2 participants, Rod and Lou, did.
I hope people are watching at home.
What's he doing in there?
And not just listening.
He was having a cold shower, yeah?
Just having a cold shower. So 2-minute cold shower tick. Now it was time to take the plunge and we took them down to Recovery Lab. Have a look. It can be quite daunting in there. It can provoke a bit of anxiety. So it's always important to do a little bit of breath work. It's what I like to do, just to feel calm when you jump in. So just breathing in through your nose and out of the mouth like a straw. As you guys are so ready to go. Get into it, mate. You're brave just for stepping in.
The naughty balls are going under and they're under.
Slowly down, slowly down, mate. Slowly down.
Arms are under.
Okay, now focus purely on your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth.
I don't think I feel any smarter or fitter, but I certainly feel like it's okay.
Well done, mate. Well, you found such calm so easily. What was your trick?
Well, your breathing was obviously a big trick, but just the sense of awareness, and it was beautiful.
Alrighty, Lou. It's your turn. You're going to feel that immediate kick of cold.
It's really cold.
Yeah, it's really, really cold. And you know it's cold, but you also know that you have your breath.
I don't know if I can go down.
You absolutely can. So you're going to guide your way down, closing down the eyes, and go straight to the breath. Elongate that breath out. And notice if your mind goes elsewhere, just keep coming back to that breath. Your whole physical demeanour compared to when you stepped in of going, oh God, that fight or flight response, it's incredible how quickly that shifted. Well done. Big round of applause for Lou. How did you feel that transition happen from to what helped you?
Well, I thought to myself, I'm on TV, I can't be.
How good were they? Rod and Lou, they both lasted over 3 minutes, and the most important thing is they both found that calm in that adversity, that calm, through the storm, which is exactly what we want in an ice bath.
Anyone game?
No.
Okay.
I've done enough.
Speaking of ice baths, scientists have actually found that when people put their hands into ice-cold water and swear, they can last 50% longer than those who don't. So after the break, we're actually going to do our own version of the experiment with our own little guinea pig, Crawford.
Yeah. Hey, guinea pig.
You're going to do it.
Hang up, my favourite little guinea pig.
Stick around, things are going to get icy. Should end the show in the kitchen because our set designer basically spent a lot of money building it and we haven't used it yet. But how nice is it?
It is. Does the fridge actually work?
Yeah. Have a look.
You said it was a magic fridge. Let's see if it can produce a bottle of wine.
All right.
Friday
And while you
night,
do
I'm
that,
gonna get the glasses.
we're going to sort this experiment.
It does. It just produced a bottle of wine.
Magic glasses.
While we get the party started over this end, Dr. Rochi, we're going to talk pain thresholds down that end.
Yeah, you guys see kitchen, I see lab. So we're going to kick off an experiment here because supposedly swearing can improve your pain threshold. So you guys get your arms in there, right in there. You've got to get it right down nice and deep.
Oh, my goodness.
So this is based on an experiment out in 2009. University decided to figure out whether swearing, because we all do it, we all love it, supposedly it makes it so you can withstand more pain. No. Is it hurting? You have to wait until you tell me what it's hurting.
No, I'm definitely hurting. I haven't done this for quite some time.
Is it actually genuinely hurting?
Oh, yep.
OK, so now, Crawford, you can start swearing to see whether you can last longer.
Are you serious?
Can swear 100, but the sensors told me you're allowed to swear. Fire away. In the name of science. Oh, you've got to get right into it. Right, yeah, get into it. You can both try.
Wow. Down this end.
Can't.
Holy cow! Batman!
You've got to fire up your amygdala. You've got to really feel it.
It's working.
Yeah, see? How are you going, Sam?
I'm hurting.
Do you want to swear?
I don't know any other swear words.
Does it feel better? Swear.
Hey, I'm out. You're done, Crawford. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, pop it in.
Oh, that is cold. That is...
Do you think it made a difference?
It made a difference when I started swearing, yeah. Maybe because it took my mind off it a touch. But
yeah. There's a couple of reasons. So neurologically, you're distracting yourself when you're swearing. You're not focused on the pain. You're also kicking in your autonomic nervous system, which helps give you an analgesic effect.
And I think I've also kicked in my contract, which said don't swear. So this is my last show. Thank you.
I'm sure there's a disclaimer. It's just science. We're the House of Wellness. We're allowed to do these experiments.
That was cold.
They actually tested to see whether you could use fake swear words and it would work, and it didn't work. So this is a licence, and the kids at home that are watching right now are going, Mum and Dad,
what's a fake swear word? What do you mean?
They made up swear words.
Well, when you said holy cow, did that make it like it didn't...
It sort of felt okay.
Well, there you go.
Nice, have a wine, that'll help. It's been
do you
really
want to try
fun.
again?
Friday night together. Has anyone
thank
got
you.
any takeaways? What have you taken from this? What have you learned?
That we all need a wine.
Speaking of takeaway, hello.
Oh, Evie, no, Evie, you can't. You've got to have that.
Yeah, what have you learned?
And I'm a Drinkwise ambassador, so I have to tell you to try. That's not...
Yeah. I'm going to try maybe reducing the temperature in my shower. He's going to do the tricep dips.
I'm going to try to keep my shirt on next week.
I'm going to get my shirt off next week.
I don't think we learned enough, Crawford. I think you need to put your arm back in there. Come on, this is the name of science.
I haven't laughed so much. My arm's so red because that was an iceberg.
Your arm will be very happy with all that dopamine.
You want everyone to do ice baths. You're crazy.
I prefer to cuddle the puppy dogs.
Yeah,
Bonnie is looking at us on the couch with the most big brown eyes. She is gorgeous. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next